Hi everyone, Janie here and welcome to my craft room. I know, you're in my craft room every week, but today I want you to sit back and relax because I'm going to be answering 20 crafty questions that is going to help you learn more about me. And this is a part of the 20 crafty questions tag that Call Me Crafty Al has put together, and she's a YouTube crafter, and I will have a link to her channel below in the description box because she's pretty awesome. And also below in the description box is a hashtag. I'm going to put it at the top because if you click on that, you will get to see all of the videos that are a part of this tag, this 20 crafty questions tag. And you might be surprised at how much you're going to like it, because I was. I started watching and realized that it was like sitting down with a friend and getting to know them better. And that's what's going to be happening today. And one of the first things you're getting to know about me is I wear glasses. If you didn't already know that, because I usually don't wear them in my videos. I'm a little vain, but I need them today to read the questions to answer them. And yeah, I actually have naturally kind of wavy, curly hair. If it's shorter, it's curly. And you guys usually don't get to see that either. I think sometimes I have it in braids or ponytails or something. But this is me. And now let's start with the questions. Okay, the first question is, where does your channel name come from? And my channel name is Janie the Craft Princess, and that is because my husband calls me Princess, and I'm a crafter. So that was an easy one. Question number 2, what type of crafts does your channel focus on? Well, mine used to focus mostly on cards or cards and paper crafting, but it has kind of evolved because I actually do a lot of crafts. So I have card making and mini albums and upcycling and altering, and I just do all kinds of stuff. I even have videos now that will help other YouTubers improve their channels. So not just one thing on my channel. Question number 3, where else do you share your creations online? Well, I share them all over Facebook and a lot of craft-related Facebook groups, including Crafters Castle Facebook group, which happens to be mine. And you are welcome to join there. I would love for you to join there. And also Crafters Castle blog, where I have monthly challenges. And again, you are all welcome to enter the challenges. And then I have Pinterest and Instagram, and those are both Janie the Craft Princess, just like my YouTube channel. And I think those are the only places that I share. Question number 4, how long have you been crafting? Well, I have been crafting most of my life. I didn't come from a crafty family, so I didn't get introduced to a lot of crafts until high school when I took a class called Creative Crafts, which I absolutely loved. And then about 10 years ago, my crafting really kicked in and it got really serious. And then about 4 years ago is when I started my YouTube channel and my blog. So now it's really serious, kind of taking over my life. Number 5, what is the first crafty thing I remember making? And I don't know which one was first. There was only 3 crafty things I did as a child that I can remember. And one of them is making the loom pot holders, you know, where you kind of weave it through and you weave it through the other direction. So I used to do that. And I also did something called Tri-Kim, which I don't even think exists anymore, but it's kind of a liquid embroidery and it's really hard to explain. And then I also did a little painting. Nothing amazing. My dad would buy these, I don't know, I want to call them statues, and he'd get me paint, and I would paint them. Woohoo! Okay, none of that was really that great, but those are my first craft memories. Number 6, what is my favorite type of craft? I don't have a favorite. I like a variety, and that is because, to be honest with you, I get bored easy. And so if you watched my channel, it could be cards, it could be mini albums, it could be cold porcelain, it could be upcycling, it could be altering. And I don't think I have a favorite, really. I mean, I love making home decor items. Maybe that's my favorite, but I love a variety. Number 7, which of my creations are currently my favorite? Wow. You know what? I think I have an answer. The mug tower that I recently made. If you've watched that video, it's this cool little tower you hang your coffee mugs on. I really enjoyed making that. It sits in our dining room. I get to see it every day, and I absolutely love it. Number 8, what do I do with my finished projects? Well, okay, the whole thing is you make them to give away or to sell, right? Well, I have always had a problem. I make something and it's a part of me and I love it and I don't want to let it go. But I have made things to sell at craft fairs. I don't do that very often. And I have made things to give away. But a lot of what I make, I keep. And just a hint, for those of you that really have a problem letting go of something you make, or you want to kind of keep track of what you make, I actually take pictures of everything that I make, and then about once a year, I go make one of those free Shutterfly albums that they have, and that way, I always have those things. Even if I gave them away, I could look back at them and go, oh, I love that. I should make another one. So that's kind of what I do with my craft projects. Mostly keep them, I think. Number 9, if I could learn a new craft or art, what would it be? Without a doubt, calligraphy. I love calligraphy. We have a friend, he's a banker, and he does amazing calligraphy. He's actually the one that got me interested, kind of. I mean, I've always been interested, but he really inspired me. And I've gotten some books on it. I've gotten some pens. And I don't have the patience. I just can't seem to do it, but I want to do it really bad. So, if I could, calligraphy would be it for sure. Number 10, where do I create? I create in my craft room. So it's in our home. It was supposed to be a bedroom. It never has been since we've lived here. And it is about 14 feet by 17 feet and is really nice. And as you can tell, we live in a log home, not to be confused with a log cabin that so many people think we live in a log cabin. No, we live in a log home. It's quite large, and it is different than a cabin. And so this is my craft room, and you know what? I'm actually going to try to show you around a little bit without making you dizzy. Okay, are you ready for this? All right. This is my craft room. I'm going to move really slow because I don't want to make you dizzy. But I'm going to try to move to another part of my craft room where I could possibly get you a better view. I'm moving so slow. Okay, I'm going to try to turn it again. So, this is my craft room. And this is my craft table. I can get it in there. It is custom made by my husband with places for everything. And I can't show you the other side because there's not enough room for this. Okay, close your eyes if you don't want to get dizzy because I'm going to be walking back, or you can just keep your eyes open. But I'll tell you when I'm back for those of you who are closing your eyes so that you don't get dizzy. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I'm almost there. Okay, we're back. You can open your eyes if you have them closed. So, this is my craft room. Number 11, what would my ultimate craft space be like? Well, it would be the craft room that I had before we moved here. We moved here into this house 5 years ago, and the craft room at our other house was about twice this size and well lit, plenty of room to walk around, plenty of room for storage, plenty of room for every craft thing that I have. And that would be my ultimate craft space, other than maybe adding in some more storage to keep things more organized. But other than that, just a really big craft room with plenty of storage. Number 12, have I had any crafty accidents or mishaps? Well, Other than the usual burn from a hot glue gun or slicing a finger in a paper trimmer, not really. I haven't. And actually, the paper trimmer thing, my husband got me one now that I can't slice my finger in, but I still have the old one, and once in a while I'll use it. And I know there's been a video or two where 1 minute I have a Band-Aid on and the next minute I don't, or well, I didn't and then I do. So pretty much burning myself, cutting myself. That's pretty much it. Number 13, do I have any funny, crafty stories to tell? And to be honest with you, I know I must have a ton of them. Seriously. And I can't think of a one. I mean, the closest funny thing I can think of happened about a year ago. And it's a little girl named Brooke from church. And she was over here crafting with me. And she is hilarious. I mean, this girl is hilarious. She needs her own comedy show. And I actually have it on video, and I want to put it together sometime to show you, but she walked around the craft room grabbing craft tools and stuff and making jokes about them, you know, like, oh, what's this? This is a whatever, and just coming up with the craziest, silliest things you can ever imagine. And so that's the only funny thing I can think of right now, and hopefully someday I piece that together and you get to see that video. Number 14, my favorite drink or snack while crafting. That one is easy. No food or drink allowed in my craft room. So while I'm crafting, I don't have any food or drink in here. Obviously, when I'm done, I'll go get something to drink. I drink SoBe Life Waters. I munch on, like, nuts. I don't know. I am nuts. Okay. But that would kind of be an easy question. Nothing. Number 15, do you watch or listen to anything while crafting? And I do not watch anything, and usually I'm not listening to anything, but sometimes I like listening to CDs, and I like country music and Christian music and Christmas music. So those are the CDs that I would listen to while crafting, but not all the time. Number 16, what is your biggest craft purchase regret? Oh, easy one for me. My biggest craft purchase regret was the Cricut Expression 2. I think it was called the Anniversary Edition. And oh, let me tell you, I was right there watching the Home Shopping Network when that came out. I had to order it. I got it numbered, you know, you get the little numbered edition and everything. I had to have that thing. I hated that thing. Oh my gosh. Don't get me wrong. I love Cricut. I own every Cricut you can imagine. I mean, including the Imagine and the Explore and the Expression and the Create. And anyways, I own all of them. But that particular one, the Cricut Expression 2 that had this little window thingy that flipped up on the top and, you know, all the little, what is it called? Anyways, a little display that you had to do everything on. I hated it. Like with a passion. I could never even figure it out. I couldn't figure out how to get to the screen that I wanted to get to. It was a nightmare. That thing finally found a home with a really good friend of mine who didn't mind it. So, biggest craft purchase regret right there. Number 17. What is my favorite craft purchase? Yeah, I'm not sure I have an answer for that. I have a lot of favorites, and I don't think I have one thing that is my absolute favorite. I know there was a time in my life where my Cricut Gypsy was my absolute favorite, but that was a long time ago. And I'm looking around my craft room going, I don't know which one is my favorite. So I don't think I have an answer for that. Sorry, guys. Number 18, I can answer without hesitation. Easiest question ever. If I could only use one adhesive for my craft projects, what would it be? Beacon 3-in-1. Absolute, without a doubt. I love this. I have been using it for years. I keep a supply on hand. I never want to be without it. I love that it gives me enough wiggle room to get something into place, but it has fast tack, and I'm ready to move on to the next part of my project. And, hold on, I'm going to grab something here. Okay, Beacon also makes Fabri-Tac. So we've got Beacon Fabri-Tac, Beacon 3-in-1. Beacon, I love, love, love. But if I had to choose between these two, it would be the 3-in-1. Absolutely, without a doubt. Number 19. If I can only use products from one company for the next month, what company would that be? I didn't have to put much thought into this question either, because the answer would be Prima Marketing. I love Prima. I love their papers. I love their flowers and their embellishments. I love Prima Marketing. And so I would have to say that would be what I would use. But on the other hand, really tough decision, because sometimes it's hard to work with just one thing. Like if I had picked Sizzix, and I'm like, well, great, I have all of these dyes, but what am I using them with? So, if I'm using all the Prima products, I can make cards and mini albums. And anyways, I love Prima Marketing. So that's my answer. Number 20. Who is one crafter that you love to watch or follow that you think needs more love from the crafty community? That's really a tough question, because I know a lot of wonderful crafters that I follow. And I'm not talking about the ones that have, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, subscribers. I'm talking those that have, in the hundreds or maybe 1,000. And they're amazing. And I think more people need to know about them. And I really don't want to choose just one, because I don't think that's fair to the others. But I am going to choose just one, because I'm going to use the deciding factor of who has the least amount of subscribers that could really use some love from the craft community. And that would be Jeannie Ellis. And I'm going to put a link to her below so that you can check out her channel. She does a variety of things, from card making to jewelry to mixed media. And she's just an awesome lady, very creative, and I love her. I love all the other ones too, but she has the least subscribers, and I hope you stop by and show her some love, because she deserves it, and I think that you guys are going to love what she does. Well, now you know a little bit more about me, and don't forget there are links and hashtags below so that you can see other people, get to know other people, also so you can find all of my other social medias. And you could do a video response also, so that we can get to know you. All the information is below in the description box. Check it out. Thanks for watching and getting to know me, and happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.